Hey Seekers, Danny here with Seek and Word, where we are all about raising consciousness so that we can be better creators and create a new earth. Now remember, if you seek peace, be still. If you seek wisdom, be silent. And if you seek love, be yourself. In today's episode, we will be talking about everything you need to know to live the good life. I actually am summarizing this information from a personal development guru named Gura. He is a content creator on YouTube who has 1 million subscribers and puts out really great personal development information into the world. And it's amazing. It's just kind of really long and a lot in one video. So in this video, I kind of wanted to summarize all of it. And while at the same time, I am gonna do my makeup, because although at Seek and Word we are all about doing the inner work that is necessary for personal growth, we also understand that creating on the outside is just fun and entertaining. So why not combine some live stuff with some life advice? You might be thinking, who are you to be giving out life advice, Danny? And, fair point. I will say that I am 28 now, and I have been asking myself deep philosophical questions like, what is life about? Why am I here? For a very long time. And I've gotten things that I wanted in life and successes in life and still was not happy. And so over the years, I've just studied, recorded, and organized tons of personal development information myself, and so has Gura. So it's kind of a combination of both of our life advices, but both, I would say, are kind of biased in a sense, is that we are giving out this life advice based on our life experiences, but I will say that some of these principles to live the good life could be applied to anyone, anywhere. I have noticed this pattern, spoiler alert, that you will not find happiness anywhere outside of yourself. So stick around if you want to find out what it takes to ace life. So like I said, I'm going to be doing my makeup while talking about life advice in this episode. So here we go. I'm starting with Sephora Foundation Medium 26, and I use a little bit of that in this Olay Advanced Radius Foundation 110. So I just dabbed a little bit all over my hand, a little bit of both, and now I'm going to spread it around. And alright, so one thing that we're not really taught in school is what it takes to live the good life. And one thing you need to know about life is that there are many dimensions to life. There's no one simple book that you can read out there that will tell you everything that you need to know about life. One of the biggest questions that you should be asking yourself is, what is life about? Why am I here? And don't look for these answers from someone else. You need to turn inwards. And that's actually one of the biggest secrets to life, is turning inwards to find answers. Okay, for bronzer, I'm just going in with this butter bronzer. So the reason why turning inwards is so important is because many of your problems or issues in life actually stem from deep inner mechanics that you're not even aware of yet. All suffering is ultimately self-created. And so in order to work out why you're suffering and what the issue is, you need to look within yourself, which is actually really difficult for people to do. It's difficult for me to do, and I'm not perfect at any of these techniques on reaching your full potential as a human being. It's a never-ending journey, and I think really the point is to enjoy the journey, because it's not about the destination. A lot of the times we have trauma from when we were a kid, and if we don't deal with that trauma and work through it, then it's gonna keep coming back to haunt us and keep, holding us back from reaching our full potential. So if you need to go talk to a therapist to work through some trauma or whatever, do whatever it takes, because you don't want that trauma holding you back. And everybody has trauma, even if it's like something little, like your mom didn't, give you a blanket when you were a kid when you really wanted it, or your mom made you go to bed earlier when you didn't want to. Like, everyone has trauma, even if it's small. And questions like, ultimately, what do you want in life, might sound kind of fluffy and intangible, but honestly, we are not really taught about ourselves on a physical, emotional, spiritual, psychological level. And so we really need to study ourselves and get to know ourselves and do self-experimentation in order to know what works best for us and our lives. We have to honor our uniqueness. We can ask for advice from other people, but no one is like you, no one is like me, and we need to embrace that and honor it. Okay, I'm gonna do concealer and some contour next with NYX Wonder Stick. Alright, so one of the most important things about life that I'd wish I had known a lot sooner is that there are many, many traps in life. Yes, there are people out there in the world that are trying to trick you, and also your mind can trick you. You can trick yourself. So there's a lot of traps. I'm not going to name them all here, but I will say that one of the biggest traps in life is ideology and dogma. Basically taking beliefs and perspectives and turning them into ideologies and being dogmatic about them and defending them and arguing with people over them. It is a huge trap, so watch out for that. Really question your beliefs and where they are coming from, because ultimately many of our beliefs, we did not pick and choose what we believed. It was kind of forced upon us by society, our culture, or our families. It's an ideological game. And ultimately, we're after freedom of the mind. We don't want to tie our mind down to any one belief or any one perspective. We want to be able to take on all the beliefs and all the perspectives and step into other people's shoes. And that's how we really start to understand ourselves and understand other people. And there's no one ultimate perspective out there or one ultimate truth. It's all relative. And so we don't want to get caught up in these defending belief games. Okay, I think that was actually highlighter that I just put under my eyes. Whoops, y'all. Obviously, I'm not like the biggest makeup person. I mean, I love makeup, don't get me wrong. It's so fun, but I usually do like pretty simple makeup looks, so don't think you're gonna get anything grand and luxurious. It's like a simple day-to-day look that I'm doing right now. Okay, so for concealer, I'm actually gonna use Age Rewind by CoverGirl, I believe. No, by Maybelline. Okay. So once again, my advice to you is to deeply question your beliefs. Where are they coming from? Where's the evidence for this belief? You could spend, your entire life contemplating all the different beliefs that are out there. And this isn't to hone down in on one and pick one that you want to go with. It's literally just exploring them all, and that's how your mind is like ultimately free from getting anchored down into an ideology. And that goes also for, everything that I'm saying here. Don't just believe what I'm saying. Test these things out for yourself. Like, oh, maybe I am tricking myself in some ways. Oh, maybe I don't really know where my beliefs have stemmed from or have deeply questioned them before, and just start to to test these things out for yourself and don't just believe everything that me or Leo Gura are saying. Okay, I'm going back in with the NYX Wonder Stick with the contour. Okay. The thing is about beliefs is a lot of people don't want to question their beliefs because ultimately that is their identity. What they believe in is who they think that they are. Fighting over beliefs is just such a waste of time. You need to focus on you and your passions and your values. When you're busy growing yourself, you don't care about the opinions of other people. You are just too powerful when you are focused on yourself. So beware of traps. And you also, I feel like in order to have an open mind and take on different beliefs and not get tied up in one, you have to kind of have radical open-mindedness. It's so important because we recognize that when we are born, we don't know anything. And so we need to start exploring things with an open mind and without prejudging anything. If you're closed-minded, you're gonna look at things and say, oh, that's stupid, I would never try that. Or, that religion, that Christian religion, that's bullshit. Well, it's actually that kind of thinking that is bullshit. Just totally judging something before even experiencing it for yourself. Don't judge things that you have zero experience with. In fact, the mind loves to judge things that it has zero experience with. Alright, so pretty much finished contouring, and so now I'm gonna do my eyebrows with this NYX Professional Eyebrow Gel in brown. Very few people have discovered this skill, and honestly, I still struggle with it. But I just think it's so important to question everything. The thing people would think you're insane to question that. Question whether reality is even real or not. And you might question things and expect someone out there to explain things to you. No, don't expect anyone to answer, these questions for you. Try to find the answers for yourself. Take that responsibility and that burden on for yourself because you genuinely care about discovering the truth for yourself. Okay, y'all, look at the twins. They're looking fabulous. Also, you may have noticed I did not prime. I know the makeup tutorial gurus out there are gonna kill me because it's a crime. But yeah, I don't prime. I don't pluck my eyebrows. I just like them the way they are, and I just accept me for who I am, okay? Okay, also just kind of to wrap up this, watch out for traps, watch out for ideologies, have radical open-mindedness. And now I want to talk about observation. So it's so important to just observe everything around you, especially observe yourself and your emotions. Observe when you're feeling sad, what's going on for you. Observe when you're feeling happy, what's going on for you. Study yourself and observe everything. Meditation is even like a form of observation because you're just sitting with yourself and observing the thoughts that are going by and the senses that you're perceiving. Alright, now I'm going to go in with some Milani blush 05. And so now I wanted to talk about the many distractions that are out there in life that have real potential to hinder you and what you want to accomplish with your life. Focus your energy inwards. Everything else is a distraction. All of our problems kind of stem from a lack of mastery of mind. And so if we're not working on mastering our mind, and we're still having, a bunch of problems come up, I highly recommend learning how to master the mind. And there are plenty of distractions that will keep you from doing that, so I'll just name a few. So drinking and partying is a distraction. Video games and television and social media, those are all distractions from doing the inner work you need to do. Sports is a distraction. Gossip is a distraction. Caring about social status is a distraction. All these things are extremely shallow, take up so much time, and do not solve the problem of life. Don't be like a workaholic about mastering your mind. I mean, enjoy the pleasures of life by all means, but just know that that is not the primary goal of your life. Honestly, what is life about when you cut out all that petty human shit? Focus on your agenda. What's your life purpose? Develop your passions and love of learning, and focus on learning, lifelong learning. Try to have the wisdom now to see that these things are shallow rather than 10 years from now, and read or meditate instead. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use this pressed powder. I don't even know the name of it. It's Peachy Colored by Kylie Jenner. I'm going to go in with this color right here. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about cleaning up your diet. And I mean cutting out soda and sports drinks and pizza and potato chips and all forms of alcohol and bread and other refined meat products. Cutting that all out of your diet. You will be so happy that you did this earlier in life rather than later in life. It's gonna give you the energy that you need to accomplish all the goals that you have in life. So eating healthier, you're gonna feel good, you're gonna look good. So that's a big advice for living the good life. Okay, real quick, I wanted to talk about debt, and just sort of no debt is the policy in life. The only debt I can really justify is student loan debt, and then just not having a credit card and being able to manage your money good and get a budget that will be really helpful in your life. And if you are struggling with money, then do whatever you need to do in order to make money, whether that is applying to 100 different jobs or taking on a part-time job or just doing side hustles. Whatever it takes to get you more money, you need to do it. Okay, phew, we're done talking about finances. I know that is something that I have a lot of trauma with in life and have worked really hard to get over that. But so now I'm so excited to talk about learning, because that's one of my highest values is lifelong learning. I feel like some people get out of high school or college and they're like, all right, I know everything, I don't need to learn anymore. I truly think that, learning is the key to all success. So I think that there are 8 most important subjects, and Leo Gura named these off. So the 8 most important subjects are psychology, self-help, meditation and enlightenment, nutrition and fitness, business and marketing, dating, sexuality and relationships, biographies, money management, and practical books in all of these categories. All right, now just to add a pop of color, I'm gonna go in with this really peachy shade. All right, so just remember that you are your greatest investment. So definitely invest in your learning, whether that is going to a seminar or a retreat, taking an extra class. You should always be investing in your learning. Some people say 10% of your income should go to learning every year. So, whatever you can do, read self-help books. I'd highly recommend reading self-help books at least once a month. I mean, self-help books contain within them all of the practical principles of success and happiness that humans have discovered, and they're written to give you results. So anyone who's not reading self-help books, I'm just kind of like, what are you doing? So make that a commitment. And meditation, I highly recommend that you learn how to meditate. And so how do you discover what principles it really takes to help you live your best life? By listening to me or some guru? No, you need to discover these principles for yourself through self-experimentation. It takes years of self-study and self-experimentation, pretty much for any area of personal development in your life. And not many people are willing to put in that work, which is why you see, only 1% of the human population being extremely successful or wealthy in life. And it's also really important to be cognizant. Guys, help. Put in the comments how you pronounce it. Of who we're hanging out with. I mean, who we are hanging out with is kind of where we're gonna get our motivation and inspiration, and it's really important to hang out yourself around like really people who are aspiring to do big things and just want to accomplish a lot in life and aren't willing to settle for anything less than their dream. Most people, I would say, are living mediocre lives, so it's just be very careful of who you're spending most of your time with, and that they are uplifting and inspire you and make you feel good. Okay, and so now we're going to talk about youth and how important that is and how valuable it is and why you shouldn't waste it. And I'm going to attempt to do a winged eyeliner. I think that when you're young, it's really important to develop like a hard work ethic. You have 8 years, 4 years of high school, and then 4 years of college to really develop a strong work ethic. The time period between 15 years of age to 30 years of age can really make or break you. Y'all, okay, don't hate me, I might have to go off camera to do my eyeliner because it's a struggle. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm just going in with some brown eyeshadow, and I am just gonna try to make this look a little less rough around the edges. I got Christmas songs stuck in my head, don't mind me. Okay, so if you want to have greater payoff in life, it's gonna take hard work, commitment, investment. You're gonna have to make sacrifices. This is all gonna pay off more if you do it when you're younger. I mean, yeah, you can turn your life around in your 40s. It will definitely be harder though, so do not waste your youth. Alright, next I am going to do some highlighter and talk a little bit about failing and how you don't need to be afraid to fail in life, whether it's starting a new business or starting a new relationship or moving to another city. There's tons of things out there that you might be afraid of failing at doing. The real thing that you should be afraid is not taking a risk. Honestly, failure is amazing. It's gonna set a foundation for you, and number one, it'll give you that strength. Okay, when you get down, you're able to pull yourself back up, and you have learned from your mistakes, so you'll be wiser going into the next project. So honestly, fail more and fail faster, and the real fear of yours should be not taking risk. I'm going in with this champagne butter highlighter. All right, so you are going to get from life exactly what you put into it. So stop trying to find get rich quick schemes, any shortcuts in life. They're not gonna cut it. Challenge yourself and stop looking for life to be easy. The easier you try to make your life, the harder it's gonna be for you. So be very wary of shortcuts and magic pills. Most likely they will end up wasting your time. Focus on building stable things in your life. There will be less immediate payoff, but in the long term, you will be very happy that you did this. Challenge yourself and don't wait for life to challenge you, because guaranteed it will. So there is a deeper dimension to life that goes beyond just surviving. You can be successful and wealthy and still not be happy. So we're really trying to access this deeper level of life where we can find happiness without all of the wealth and success. But right now, we're not there yet. I'm not there yet. It's a journey and we're on this together. So thank you guys for being here with me. You have no idea how much it means to me. All right, so exciting. Cat bag full of lipstick. I'm just gonna pull one out. It'll be a surprise. Okay, looks like I got Autumn by Kylie Jenner, and it's a matte lip. Alright, I'm not gonna talk too much while I do this clearly because it's kind of hard to talk, but I swear my lip like twitches when I do this. I overline just a tad. Low-key, like, these are go on creamy, but like honestly the when you need to sharpen it, it like gets really cheap, I swear. But I like the way it applies. I like the way that it looks in the end. And usually, I try to put on some lip balm, but I'm too lazy to get up and go get it. And sometimes the matte will smear a little bit if I do put on lip balm beforehand. So I'm just gonna go right on in. I was just thinking about how my best friend, she literally asked me to be her best friend because she liked the way that I put on my chapstick. So hopefully you guys liked it and want to be my best friend too, because I want to be yours. Alright, so the only thing that I really need to do is put on mascara, which I'm just using Chanel mascara, and then do my hair. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about having a vision for your life and how important that is, and giving you that inner motivation that you need to complete your goals and your dreams, because it won't always be immediate gratification. So it's really important to keep this vision in mind and think about it every day. Envision your dreams coming to fruition, because if you lose sight of this vision, it's really easy to get off track. And honestly, you probably will fall off track. And that's why I'm creating this content to help, inspire you and get you motivated to get back on track with your goals. Let your passion guide you and lead you to exploration. Your life won't be a simple trajectory that you can predict. Your life will be a twisting and winding process. I just think it's really important to leave empty time in your schedule where you can meditate, contemplate, read a book, plan out your life, vision, and dream. Your schedule won't have time for you to turn inward, so you really kind of have to create that time for yourself. I know that we're not going into crazy depth here on all of these life principles. And honestly, I can't prove all these principles for you. Once again, you have to turn inwards and prove them to yourself, and you will be so happy that you invested this time for yourself. And so I'm gonna go ahead and list the foundation principles I think that are higher than maybe any others. Definitely for me, maybe for you. So I'll just go ahead and list them while I do my hair, because that's the only thing I think that I have left to do. Okay, so creativity, heart, love, intuition, independence of mind, lifelong learning, reading, authenticity, open-mindedness, passion, vision, purpose, spirituality, fearlessness, truth, raising consciousness, focus, ability to concentrate mind, wisdom, service to others, selflessness, solitude and self-reflection, questioning and curiosity, go beyond materialism and survival. And that's it. Those are the foundation of what you need to live the ultimate life. Follow up every single day for decades, and you will start to see drastic changes come up for you. Thank you guys so much for listening. You have no idea how much this means to me, because I really do think that turning inwards is the key to happiness and fulfillment in life. And I just care so much that humans are able to reach their full potential. So if you found anything in this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And please, for you, just take action, any action on developing yourself. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye, Seekers.